everyone. Gotcha. Oh, I'm so mad I have to review this. Hey everyone, welcome to the Fitness Competitors Guide. For our skill of the week, we're going to be learning the croc. And then I'll also go over some drills to transition that into the one-arm croc. So, here's the skill. This is the regular croc. And here's the one-arm croc. Before we go into this move, I recommend that you give yourself a really good wrist warm-up. This is a pretty intense hand balancing move, especially if you're not used to doing these type of holds. I also recommend practicing with and without wrist guards. These are tiger paws. They're pretty cool if you've never tried them before. They've got little foam pads that insert, and you can add extra support with little plastic grips. I haven't used the plastic yet, but anyway, they're only about $50. You can get them all sorts of colors. Highly recommend them for fitnessing, especially because of all the impact that we take and put on ourselves when we are performing. Let's just go over the basics of how to enter the one-arm croc. First, you're going to start off in a push-up position. Arms can probably go slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And you're going to hop over to one side. So hop, 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 hop. I pretty much have my feet straddled evenly between where my arms are. And then you're going to lay your hip down into that elbow. And you're just going to lift, squeeze, smile, relax your face so it looks nice. Right, so that's how you want to be positioned. The first drill that you're going to want to practice is called the froggy. It'll help with just be able to find your balance point with both arms down and work on being able to keep the hold while moving your feet. And it's called the froggy because you're going to look like a frog. So, back into that starting position. You're going to start with your feet your knees tucked in, off the ground, and you shoot them out. And bring them back in, and shoot them out. And bring them back in, and shoot them out. And do this, a whole bunch of times. Trying to always keep your back arched and your entire posterior chain activated. For this next drill, we're going to be working on engaging our posterior chain and really lifting up to have that beautiful boat shape. So back to our starting position, put that hip down, and we're going to just do essentially Supermans. Lift those legs, bring them back down, keep your back arched, bring them back down, lift, squeeze your butt and your hamstrings and your toes, point them, feel like a beautiful boat or moon thing, and lip lifts, there we go. And the last drill we're going to do for the two-arm croc is called the teeter-totter. Pretty much you're going to you're going to get into that starting position with your both feet on the ground, and you're going to try to maintain the sort of moon or boat shape in your back and your legs and everything as you tilt down, let your face head gently come to the ground, and then lift it back up while trying to keep that entire posterior chain engagement. So, here's what it looks like. Starting off with my toes and everything pointed and ready to go. Got my shape, and I'm lifting my legs, letting my head come down, and coming back up, and lifting and coming back down, and coming back up. And that's the teeter-totter. Once you have a pretty solid two-arm croc, you can start moving into the one-arm croc. For our first one-arm croc drill, we're going to focus on being able to just take the weight away from that arm that will eventually be extended and try to support all of our weight under that base arm. I think these are called like finger taps, but basically, no, these aren't finger taps. I don't really know what these are called. But basically, you're going to start with both hands on the ground, and you're going to start lifting maybe your palm, and you might start so you might start off like this, and you may start to lift your palm a little bit. Try to keep as little weight on these fingers as much as possible. Start to maybe go up onto your 3 fingers, maybe 2, maybe 1, and stop there, right? So it's just, we're really just trying to take as much weight off this arm as possible, nothing else. All right, so I am beginning to lift up onto just my fingers, and now I'm going to go switch to my fingertips, and now I'm going to just a few fingers, and then, only made it to 2 fingers this time. That's okay. Some of you might just start off with just trying to just do this part here. Once you get comfortable, move on to trying to move finger by finger. Let's try it again, see how far we get this time. All right. Also, if you didn't know, this is my bad side. I don't like doing my bad side. All right, we're going to lift those legs up, get into my croc, starting to really make sure my weight is in my supporting arm mostly. Starting to lift. All right. Lift. All right, on one arm, 1 finger. There's still actually quite a bit of weight on even just that 1 finger, but I think you get the idea. I'm switching over to my good side because I'm getting very tired on this arm, and it's hard to demo and talk at the same time. So I hope that doesn't confuse anyone. All right. Anyway, the next drill that we're working on is called the finger tap or finger taps. And so basically, once you don't have to be on 1 arm to do this. Sorry, you don't have to be like onto that 1 finger to do this. You can also do it when you're just on your working on taking the weight away. But you're going to very gently and slowly try to just take your finger up, bring it back down, like you're tapping the floor. Just and each time try to hold it for a little bit longer. Obviously, our goal here is just to be able to hold it for a second. Do not try to rush into using that arm yet. We have a whole other drill for that. Right now, just try to find that balance point. You can be 1 millimeter off the ground, and you are still doing a 1-arm croc, technically, right? All right, so here's what it looks like. Going into that starting position, lifting my legs. Ooh. And I am now going to slowly lift my arm up, then bring it back down. And lift my arm up, and bring it back down. And lift it up, hold it for longer, and bring it back down. So those are finger taps. And for this last drill, this is where we're gonna go and try and really get into that full 1-arm croc with the arm extension. When you're practicing this move, go nice and slow. Go through each of the steps, taking the weight off the arm, starting to lift the arm off the ground, or the hand off the ground, and then go into your extension, right? We are really, really trying to do it one step at a time so that our arm, or bouncing arm, can learn how to adjust to all these different movements. Try to throw everything at it at once is going to be very difficult and not very productive.
Hey, this is Editor Elaine. I wanted to take a quick moment to do a better job of explaining that breakdown of how you want to train your 1 arm. So basically that first move that I showed you, the main purpose of that was to train just putting more weight on that arm. That should make a lot of sense why you might want to do that. The next move, the purpose of that next move with the finger taps was really just to start getting comfortable putting balancing on that one arm and not having any support. And then this last move that we will go over with the extension, the point of that is to really start training that arm to counteract any changes to the center of gravity, to your center of gravity. All right, so I know I see a lot of girls, they'll try to just quickly shoot their arm out, but you are teaching your body too much at once, or trying to train your body to learn too many things at once. So you'll have a much more successful experience if you break it down into the little pieces and work on each step at a time. Cool. All right, that's it.
Right. So, here's what it looks like. Of course, you're going to be in your starting position, lifting those legs. And now, I've already started to shift my weight into just my bouncing arm, lifting it. I feel good here. Very slowly bring it down. Whoops. Lost it. That's okay. And even though I screwed up there. What you want to I recommend trying to bring it out and then back in. So I went a little too far that time. What I should have done was just go like maybe a third of the way out, bring it back in nice and controlled. And then bring it out maybe halfway, bring it back in nice and controlled. So let's try it again the way I'm supposed to do it. Okay, so weight is off the arm, out a bit, bring it back in. And out a bit more, bring it back in. And see if we can do all this time. Out all the way. Nope. Ah, darn. One more time. Oh, I forgot to say, something you can do, and it's not cheating to make it easier, is to start with a wider base, so having your arms farther apart. That way, your center of gravity is closer to where it will be when you have that arm up. So that's less for the supporting arm to adjust. So maybe instead of starting to get close, like you might normally do for a two-arm croc, you can go a little bit wider. What I like to do actually is I'll start with my, I'm sorry about the train. No, truck? No, that's a train. Sorry about the train. What sometimes I will do is I'll start with a very solid, narrow two-arm croc, and I'll shift my arm out, and then start to lift it. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Woo! Shifting the arm out, out, and back down. Finger taps because I'm not feeling good. And up. And back down. Now, a quick tip for doing the one-arm croc in your routine. It can take a little bit of time if you're just like not feeling balanced to get to that position. And if you feel like you're just gonna lose it right away, at the very least, try to quickly have a strong, even if it's a millisecond, one-arm croc, and bring that arm back in. Don't let yourself drop, because at least if you can go out and back in nice and strong, it'll look intentional. So, it might look something like this. I could go up, and I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm like, shit, I'm not feeling it, and I have to move on from this move. I might go like this, whoop, and bring it, and get out into the next move. Alright, and that is it for the one-arm croc and the regular croc. I hope you found this video useful and helpful. Leave a comment below if there are any questions or comments or other drills that you like to do for this move. And I'll catch you all later.